I have a big problem with people who are not doctors, nurses, pharmacists, or any other licensed medical professional practicing or promoting therapies, treatments, cures, or medicines. I don't like unqualified people promoting legitimate treatments, and I certainly don't like when they promote things they call medicines or therapies which are not recognized as such by the relevant regulatory agencies. That's not to say that I think these things ought to be illegal. If people want to try them out at their own risk, that's their business. But I do think people who sell these products or services should be legally obligated to let their clients know that what they are selling either hasn't been shown to work or has been shown to not work. If someone claims to be able to psychically detect and or cure some medical condition, they ought to be obligated by law to say, before I begin, you should know that what I'm about to do has not been shown to be better than placebo, or it has been shown to be complete and total bullshit. If you are an adult and you still want to waste your money on this nonsense, be my guest. However, there should be laws against anybody using these treatments on children. I'm sure many of you have probably heard of these monstrous fucking shitheads, David and Colette Steffen, who, when their son came down with meningitis, took him to a naturopathic clinic instead of a real clinic or hospital. This is a problem that we've seen a few times among fundamentalists. In the States, there was the case of Catherine and Herbert Scheibel, who murdered 2 of their children by trying to treat their illnesses with faith healing instead of medicine. After they murdered their first child by refusing to take him to a hospital when he fell ill, the rest of the children should have been taken into protective custody but were not. A few years later, they murdered a second child the same way. It is unfortunately not only religious fundamentalists who have killed their children by indulging in alternative medicine nonsense. Unlike the Scheibels, the Steffens did not believe that getting their child to a doctor would offend some god. Rather, they bought into the nonsense that new agey naturopathic healers try to tell everyone. They believe that scientifically developed medicine is either not as effective as natural remedies or that it is actively harmful. People who promote these ideas carry some responsibility for the death of the Steffens' child. People sometimes get upset with me when I call this bullshit out. I rebut a lot of silly arguments on this channel, but in my personal life I don't go around calling bullshit on anyone who expresses a belief with which I disagree. I make an exception when it comes to this stuff though. I get called close-minded, but I'm pretty touchy when it comes to parents who murder their children and the bullshitters who encourage them. Call me crazy.